Well, hello, nasties. Welcome to the first color and chat of 2025. I told you all I was going to be back in 2025, and voila, she's back. It is 1:20 in the AM. Are we surprised? No, of course not. I've already had coffee and tea, gallons of iced tea, caffeinated, of course. So we're going to stick with the water for now and see how long I can deal with water without going to the iced tea pitcher. We are going to be coloring in the lovely, the fabulous Glam Noir, which is, of course, my latest coloring book. And we are trying some new things at the moment. I am going to be trying a new format of color and chat, meaning they're just going to be shorter, I think. I'm going to be filming in 10 to 15 minute segments, and that's it. And that way the videos will probably end up being about 40 minutes. I'm also standing at a standing desk to do this, which is just something I wanted to try because why not? And without further ado, let's get started. I have selected this page. It feels good to be back, but it feels weird at the same time. Like I haven't done this in so I don't even know at this point when my last color and chat was filmed. It has been so damn long, but let's go. So let's see. First thing is first. I'm going to, let's see. How long have I been flapping my gums? 1 minute and 38 seconds so far. So here's the thing. I'm going to go ahead and start coloring while I'm explaining why I want to experiment with a new color and chat format. So before, if you've been on my channel previously, you know that I simply would film and chat until I got sick of it or until I got busy doing something else. I would get up, skedaddle away, and then come back and I would just film my sessions. It doesn't matter how long the color and chat ended up being. Sometimes it was an hour, sometimes it was like, 40 minutes? An hour, sometimes close to 2 hours, and it was just a bit crazy, a bit inconsistent. And inconsistency is not necessarily a bad thing. You know that stagnation is my number one enemy. But, gosh, I've been gone for so long that I don't even know where to begin. I feel as though I can go on for hours and hours telling you all where my brain is, what I'm up to, and I suppose I can save that for vlogs. But in a nutshell, I mean, long story longer, you know me, I try to keep things short and then the complete opposite happens. But basically, I have so much going on at the moment that if there's any hope of me getting back into color and chats, well, baby, you're going to have to streamline them a little bit because I miss coloring. I freaking miss this. I do. I miss coloring with you all. In the entire time that I've been gone, I have not colored for myself. I've been working on artwork, yes, obviously, but sitting down and coloring pages for myself, this is something I do with you, for you, and I enjoy doing it with the intent of posting it and sharing and having a little coloring party with you all. And so I want to keep doing it. And the way for me to keep doing that is to just experiment with switching things up a little bit. So I'm going to be filming. Do you hear the little beast? You know how he is. Every time he hears my voice, that's when it's time to get up and do the little shaky shakes and take little water breaks and all that. So I want to ensure that I'm here for color and chats. And in order for me to do that and to be able to upload them and complete the pages with any frequency, I'm going to be filming semi-timed sessions. So for tonight, for instance, I'm going to record for about 10 minutes and then maybe work a little bit off camera. And then I will come back to it either later tonight, tomorrow, film for another 10 minutes, and then I will put all the footage together with a completed page. And hopefully I will be able to keep these coloring chats consistent to about 40 minutes-ish. That sound good? Some of you who like my longer videos, I'm sorry, but unfortunately it's not something that I can do at the moment, number one. And number two, the long videos actually hurt my channel. They really do, because the viewer retention is bad and all of that. And I want people to find my channel. I've always created for myself first and for other people second. But the truth of the matter is, I want more people to find my work. I'm an artist. I enjoy sharing what I do with the world because I am so insular in other aspects of my life, which we are going to put a pin in that, because we're going to have discussions about that later, because I think it's time for me to start sharing a little bit more about my life as a creative, as an artist online. We are living in a time where I think we have to be a bit more transparent with our audience. I'm very private and all of that, and most of my life will be private, but there are just some things that are happening in my life. There are things that are going on in my brain that I think would be beneficial to my audience. There have been many times in my life where I wish, whether physically or online, I wish that I had someone to turn to in a way for advice or just for reassurance. And I would like to be that for people. Why not? And also, hello, the more people that find my work, the more my universe expands and I can eat, right? Earning a living as an artist is difficult. This is not my primary source of income. I do have other ventures, of course, but I would like to be able to, I would like the art to continue earning its keep. I'm not going to lie and say that, oh, I enjoy being a starving artist. Nope. That's never been my jam. I'm not a starving artist now, and I never have been, and I have no intention of being so. And so that's, again, one reason why the color and chats are going to be a little bit shorter, so that I can dedicate more time to my other money-making ventures. And already we've landed on a snag. I want to pull a pink. Oh, man. Timing these sessions is going to be a little bit more difficult than I thought. Because I want to ramble on, but hey, it's forcing me to be a little speedy, because we're almost at 10 minutes. Only got 3 minutes left, so we'll see how this new format goes. You gotta give me a little bit of grace while I work the rest out of the cogs here, because again, I have not done any coloring for myself since our last color and chat, and I need to get back into the swing of things. But man, it is good to be back. Thank you so much for your patience, and I hope that we can jump back into things smoothly. Grab your coloring book. I hope you're coloring with me right now, or sketching or cleaning your place. I don't know, giving yourself a pedicure, whatever it is that you're doing. Let me know. Let me know what you're up to. Let me know what you're up to. Been a long time, and it's going to take a little while for me to get to decrust the rust, if you will, but she's back and I'm doing good. Just still in a period of transition. Life is life, but I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. So if anybody has been worried about me, there's no need. Things get overwhelming. It's good for us to step back and regroup, and that's what I've been doing, but we're okay. What color are we going to do these bushes? I want them pink. I want them the same color as her hair, maybe a different shade of pink. Oh, nothing is ever easy. Nothing is ever easy. Okay, we're going to do a blend of the fuchsia as well as this hot pink, fluorescent pink, yeah? And then when next you see me, I believe these bushes will be complete, because we're just about at the 10-minute mark. Maybe a little bit over. I'm not going to be a huge stickler for the time. It's just kind of a rough idea. We're trying. We're experimenting. Let me know. Is there anything that you've tried since I've been gone, since I haven't been chit-chatting with you all? Have you moved? Have you tried anything creatively? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let us get reacquainted, shall we? Okay. I'm going to stop yapping But so far, so good. She says, we know how this goes though, right? This could go south at any moment. But so far, I'm liking the colors. This session is going a lot quicker than I thought it was going to. She looks cute, right? She looks cute. I just wanted to pop in really quick to film a couple of minutes because we are starting the year off correctly, people. You may have already spotted it if you were paying attention to the screen, but we are bringing out my best friend. Well, one of my best friends. The black glaze. And sometimes I do this, sometimes I don't. I will lay down a field of black first. I usually do it in Sharpie. I should have done it in Sharpie. I don't know why I'm doing this with a micron. Microns are too wet. They take too long to dry. But just a hot tip, if you did not already know, if you are one of the people that I have converted to the black glaze pen, laying down a field of black first helps you to get a more consistent black and also to waste, or not waste, but use less ink, which is good because these glaze pens, while they are not pricey, if you use them as often as I do, the gel is so thick, the ink, that it just, you whiz through it very quickly, use a lot of it. Because it's thick and it's gloopy and, you know, it's not watery like a traditional inking pen, so you use a ton of it. And I'm sick of this micron, so let's grab the Sharpie. Oh, and of course, the jerk wants to be fairly dry on me, but that's okay. That will work. Okay, this is what I'm doing. Laying down the black and then going over it with my friend, the glaze. Ooh, shiny and delicious. When next you see her, her gown will be completely filled in. We are back. We are back. It's going to be a quick 10-minute session today because I tried to be smart. A little tricky, busy business over here. It is cold. Desert people, we bitch, whine, and complain about the cold because we can't handle it. And so I've essentially hotboxed myself with the, excuse me, choking on my dark chocolate coffee beans that I buy from Trader Joe's. Oh, they're so good. It's just a coffee, like freeze-dried coffee bean encased in dark chocolate. Oh, so good. But they make me choke. The shards, the little coffee bean shards get trapped in my throat. So anyhow, I hotboxed myself with my space heater. I turned it on the highest setting and I got it really toasty in here so that I could chit chat with you guys in silence, and then I can turn it back on. But it's not going to last very long because this room gets super cold very quickly. But I'm trying. So anyhow, as you can see, I worked a little bit more on this page, and I'm loving the whole standing up situation. Having a standing desk is so nice. My primary desk is not a standing desk. It's the one that I've had for years now, and I like it. But I do spend an ungodly amount of time sitting at the computer, and I recently purchased a laptop computer. Nothing fancy. It's not an iMac or rather a MacBook, which I would love. But no, not that. It's just a regular PC, inexpensive, laptop, utilitarian. I needed something so that when I road trip, I could have something to work on and watch, that sort of thing. And so I've been using this table for that. I've been doing my administration work, my order, pulling orders, writing things down, and then filming, the color and chats, and then parts of my vlogs, like the packaging and all that. and I love having it. I'm trying to, because this year has been so crazy, I have been using that as an opportunity to alter other areas of my life in ways that I never would have before. And this includes the way that I work. And getting the standing desk was one little step in that direction, little experiment, and I'm loving it. It rolls around so I can move it everywhere because I'm trying to get myself comfortable with a more, I was going to use the word minimalist, but it's not a minimalistic lifestyle. It's more a modular lifestyle, we'll say. And what I mean by that is I want to be able to utilize things that I can easily put away. I am finding that no matter how hard I fight it, I'm not diagnosed with ADHD or anything like that. I think everyone has some degree of mental disorder, right? And I think diagnosing is just, unless a mental condition is impeding on your life dramatically, which I totally understand happens to certain people, I don't think, I'm just not an advocate for, oh, I'm a little inconvenienced, so I'm going to go to the doctor and start taking pills, right? It minimizes true mental disorders for people who have serious issues, you know what I mean? If I do have ADHD, I'm high functioning, I can deal with it. Does it make me get discombobulated at times? Sure, absolutely. Would it help me to be a little bit more focused? Absolutely. But is it impeding on my life? Is it stopping me from, being able to socialize with people? Is it stopping me from working? No, absolutely not. So I'm not going to wave my excuse banner, I'm such a scatterbrain because I have ADHD, I think, and therefore I'm allowed to be sloppy and lazy. No, that's not what this is. But what I'm finding, all of that to say, okay, birdwalking expert right here, professional bird walker, birdie tracks in the sand that go all over the place. So no matter how hard I fight it, my mind is never going to shut off. It's just never going to shut off. Even when I'm dead, it's still going to be working, I'm sure. And so seeing my working paraphernalia in my living space subconsciously stresses me out because I'm finding that with each year, it's becoming more obvious that my environment plays a huge role, a significant role in not only my productivity, but just my overall mindset, my overall mental health. I enjoy having things around that I like. I'm not a minimalist. I don't survive off of one plate and one spoon and one blanket. That's not my jam. I love my tacky shit. I love my decor. I don't over decorate. I don't over collect, but I rein it in. But I don't like to see, for instance, my decor pieces and then a stack of paperwork next to them that needs to be handled for work. I don't like to see my decor pieces and my markers at the same time. I like to see my marker display, but I don't like to see this all over the table. I don't like to see this overnight and then leave it there. It stresses me out, And I've been gradually, my previous apartment was a 1-bedroom apartment. Living in a studio situation is making the reality of my needing better organization even more in my face. It's like everything is laid bare. And so I'm trying to figure out ways to be efficient, not necessarily downsizing, but efficient in storage. And getting this rolly standing desk is a great way to do that because I can put my supplies in a box, close the sketchbook, close the coloring book, put those in a basket, roll the desk out of the way. Tomorrow when I'm ready to work, pull the desk back in, grab that basket of stuff, and reset up. So I'm prepping myself for the future because I think, and we'll get into this year, this is going to be a big theme on my channel, is that I am at the point almost of saying I'm pretty much done with city life, even small city life. And in order for me to be able to afford getting out of the city, I'm going to have to learn how to live small. I've been thinking about 1-bedroom studio-sized cabins. There's, of course, the tiny houses, which I've been obsessed with on and off for about 6 years or so. I discovered them shortly, a year or two before the whole pandemic situation, and then they've just been clutching me ever since. And I never thought it was possible for me to downsize quite that much, at least not at this point in my life, or at least at the point in my life that I was at then. And I think I'm there, but I'm not ready to jump the gun right now. You know, again, my life is in a state of flux. We're experimenting, we're learning, we're changing, we're ducking and dodging and trying to figure things out. But that's an idea that I'm playing with. And so I would like to start prepping and experimenting with the idea of figuring out how to live like a proper little rat in a cave. You know, how do I make things efficient while still being aesthetically pleasing for me to look at, and clean so that I can be productive and not have a cluttered mind? Is this all making sense to you? We're probably about at the 10-minute mark, right? Because I feel the room starting to cool off a little bit, and I need to turn my space heater on. So all I did in this session was add a few more lines. That's what I'm going to do. When next you see me, it's going to have more black detail work. And actually, before I leave you, one thing that I'm going to do, which I do a lot, is my unifier color. Ooh. In this case, we're going to go with that yummy fluorescent yellow that's in the background. I'm imagining her being backlit by some fabulous neon yellow glow. And so I'm going to pull that color just to kind of play with the idea of this being lit by a neon somewhere. We're going to pull that yellow into the artwork like so. And that will give the illusion that she's being washed with this neon light. You can see that I colored in I still haven't decided if I'm going to add detail work with the gel pen, you know, go overboard with the white as I tend to do. I may not, but I'm playing with the idea of making my markers feel a bit more, not painterly, which I guess they kind of take on that watercolory look here, but I want to play with the idea of lighting a bit more. I don't want to depend on that white pen so much. Oh, I love a white pen. I love a white pen for highlights. You know, it just looks good. It's cartoony and it's wonderful. But I would like to push myself and my markers to new places. And playing with lighting and application is something that I'm going to be exploring a little more this year, starting with this piece. So far, so good. I like it. I'm shutting my mouth now. She's getting cold. Poor little crybaby vampire she needs her heat. Cold-blooded. All right, I will see you again in the next session. I lied. There will be no other session. The page is complete, so I have no reason to continue rambling on. But anyways, yeah, she's done. She was a quick one. Very cute, as you can see. Very simple. Basic color palette, just a few colors, right? Pinks, yellows, and that's it. A little bit of gold, and that's it. There is no need to turn your coloring pages into masterpieces if you don't want to. I know coloring books are intimidating, but I've said this from day one, and I will continue to say it. My coloring books, you can treat them however you want. If you would like to turn them into masterpieces, please, more power to you. But if you are a bit more like me and you just want them to be a place to just color vomit all over the place and just have a good time, baby, you can do that too. Quick, simple, there you go. As always, the list of the supplies will be down below. If I have the Amazon link will be there. Otherwise, you don't have to shop on Amazon. All of the items can be purchased wherever you want, but you know how it goes. Amazon, convenient, affiliate, all that kind of stuff. So everything you need to know will be down below. Links to the book, the supplies, and just to reiterate, we did Ohuhu markers, we did various gel pens, we did the gold glitter gel, the glaze pen, as well as just a basic white gel. And that's it. That's literally it. Just marker, gel pen, and then a little bit of the micron. Okay? So that's it. I have nothing else to say. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed our first quick and dirty little color and chat of 2025. Be bad, be good. I don't give a damn which. Just make sure you come back in one piece, and I will see you in the next one.